What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy TheTrueRawGamin. How to rap better for you, man. How to script it for you. I'm gonna get that shit to you, bro. In today's video, we're back. We're doing the top 5 most broken, most overpowered, absolutely most egregious character versions that have ever been released in For Honor history, man. This is gonna be a banger. We're talking about the absolute, just crazy strong heroes and just absolutely broken. Like, we're talking like all glitches, all bugs, everything. Out of all these hero versions, we're talking about the top 5, man. So for the dates of this, we're gonna be using the release date, which is February 14th, 2017, all the way up until now. We're in October of 2024. So anything after this date probably will not be in this video. So if you guys like any of my videos or any of my content, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment down below on what you guys want to see next. So without further ado, let's hop right into it, man. We're starting from the bottom. At number 5, we have One Shot Drop Shot Warden. Man, this glitch right here was absolutely insane. Like, this has to be one of the most annoying things I have ever went against, dude. Like, it was bad. It was bad. It just came out of nowhere. So this came out around 2017. It was summer-ish. I want to say May, if I remember right. I can't remember. I looked it up. It was like May or something. And basically what it was is, it was just a warden got a GB on you and just one-shotted you. It literally was like that. I don't know where this, I don't know where this animation came from, or how it came in the game, but basically it was the same animation of someone jumping off of a cliff or jumping off of a ledge to jump on someone, but when they did it, it came out of a guard break. And basically the way to do it was you would just grab them, unlock, and then just do a heavy, and it just gave you an instant animation. It didn't matter what buff, it didn't matter what feats, it didn't matter what kind of, it didn't matter about anything in the game. Revenge, there was nothing in the game to save you, because as you know, if you get drop shotted at any point in For Honor, regardless of what your status is, you will be killed. That's just what it is. So this was it was pretty annoying. Everyone's running warding at this time, but it didn't really do anything compared to the next one. Not this next one. Number 4, we have Super Armor Shinobi. Super Armor. As a Shinobi main, dude, this makes me so kind of like happy, but also mad at the same time, because like this was the golden age. Like, I'm almost not wanting to say prime Shinobi, because I think that honestly that like the Shinobi we have now might be the best one, excluding the very first testing grounds they did with Shinobi, when he had pretty much everything we have now, but he had a target swappable, undodgeable, unparryable, unblockable, range heavy after a kick, and wall splatted and guaranteed a sickle range. So it's up there. Shinobi's got some strong versions, but I think this one is probably the most broken one. Starting off, we have the super armor kick. Yeah, not hyper armor, super armor. So it didn't matter what status you were in the game, whether you were in the middle of a hyper armor attack, whether you were side bashing, sidestepping for a dodge attack, whether you were throwing a feat that made you uninterruptible. It didn't matter. The kick was going through. There was nothing in the game that can stop you from really doing this kick. Even when you were in Revenge, you were affected by this kick, and even if you were in Revenge, you can GB people out of it. You were not GBing him out of that kick. It was not possible. On top of that, he also had a super armor on a backflip. Yeah, that's right. So his backflip had super armor, not hyper armor, super armor. There was no way to hit him and stop him from backflipping. There was no way for you to throw anything at him and stop him. There was no way to bash him. You weren't in Revenge trying to bash and grab him out of it. There was none of that. It was literally just that. The massive range on the backflip was like 50 feet, so there was no character in the entire game that was able to hit you. There was no moveset that you could throw to reach him in this state of the game. There was nothing that you could do. On top of that, if you threw anything, if you attempted to hit him, if you threw a feat, because it was gonna miss, if you threw anything, threw an attack, anything, you were getting caught with a ranged guard break. Yes, a throwable ranged guard break that would pull you in for a sickle rain for like 50 damage. Yeah, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was bad. Like, he would literally pull you in across, and then there was nothing you could do. You couldn't throw a feat at it, and there was nothing you could do. It was super armor. On top of that, we're not done. We're still in the same character. I know. We're still in the same character. So on top of all of that, right, he would pull you in for like 50 damage on Sickle Rain, right? And yes, you guessed it, it has super armor. There was nothing in the game. There was nothing in the game that could stop you from getting out of that. You think Venge Lock is crazy? Like, no, the entire team was able to hit you while you were on your knees, just getting your ass reamed, bro. There was nothing you could do. Like, the entire team would hit you and it would not stand you up. It would do full damage and you would never see revenge out of it. It was completely impossible for you to get revenge. And for the slight fact that you did get revenge, you weren't able to get up and use it because you're pinned. You can't use it. You're in the middle of a combo. So what we all did was just very slowly hit the 1, 2, 3, just like that. And every person on the team will be hitting you. Oh, don't forget, you know your teammate's probably gonna hit you too, trying to save you, and they can't interrupt you because you're on the ground. Don't stop. We're not done. Same character. On top of all of this, he also had ranged heavy attacks. Okay, and for the better shinobis, we learned how to flicker the attack, so you couldn't parry it. This is all pre-CCU now. This is all pre-CCU. Okay. I think it was like closer to 20 damage getting hit with that. It was bad. So all of this would happen really off your screen. On top of that, yeah, if you parried it, you would fall on the ground, but as you were getting good with Shinobi and you mastered the range, you would really only do it at max range. So even if you did get parried, there was nothing you could do about it because you couldn't get me. So it didn't matter unless you were like, what, Centurion? That's really about it. Everyone else couldn't do anything. So we're not done. The range GB off screen, everybody knows off screen, you're not doing anything to that. You're not doing anything to that. It literally will hit you from off the screen, no indication, and you will be pulled in out of nowhere. And this had also super armor. Can't forget super armor. It's lovely. Super armor basically means even in revenge, you were getting pulled out of any move you did. Basically that was what it. If you can't survive in revenge, it's cooked. Don't think that you're gonna do a feat, or there was nothing in the game really that can stop you unless you were just swinging to be swinging and we caught you right in the middle of you actually doing something. Any kind of recovery, any kind of startup like a regular guard, yeah, it's over. It is over. I'm not even gonna go to the mix-ups because me trying to fank you into a dodge and then hit you with a range guard break and you get caught, that shit was just crazy. We're still not done. We are still not done. Quad dash. Quad dash, yes. So basically, if you guys get mad at the double dodge now with the Shinobi, just think of a quad dodge. And basically it was infinite and there was nothing you could do. You couldn't outrun Shinobi. You couldn't dodge any of the mix-ups, correctly, basically efficiently all the time, because he had an infinite amount of dodges he can do, and there was no way really to know when he was gonna stop unless you just had a souped up fucking kit, you know what I'm saying? As far as setup and PC and all that stuff. All of us were on old gen. Old gen, so you weren't reacting to it. We're all at 30 frames per second, and there was literally nothing you could do about it. So I don't know about the PC players, but yeah, when they ran Shinobi, it was over. We're not done. We're still not done. We're still in the same character. I promise. We're almost done with this character. This character was broken. We have the Shinobi God build. Basically, it made him be able to use a fuck ton of feats that just made him completely crazy. We're not even gonna go into the revenge build. That is a separate thing. I don't think any of you guys need to know about that. And there's a reason that's gone. Basically, the Shinobi God build was pre-nerfed Bounty Hunter. You would use Remedy. You would also run revenge attacks for your second feat, and then your third feat you would run the slip through, and your last feat would be the Nukabuki, I think it is, or Yamauba, and it gives you the health. So basically you could dodge around and do dodge light, and you would do 35 damage to 40 damage light attacks, and then your deflex would be like 40 to 50 damage. And then the minute you finish with a light, you would get full health back, and there was really no way to win. And all while you were attacking, you were getting revenge. So there was no really beating him. And then the last point, I know we're still on the same character. I know you guys hate Shinobi. We have the revenge deflect punish. I can't remember the exact number, but the damage was like over 100 damage. It was absolutely crazy. It was absolutely crazy. All right, so yeah, the revenge deflect punishment, basically what it was is you try to hit him while he's in revenge. He deflects you for some reason in the game. It counted as a knockdown. And basically from there, you could roll in and do a whole nother punish, and it gave you like over 100 damage. And it was an insta-kill. Basically, it literally was an insta-kill just for you trying to hit him while in revenge. So, yeah, that's Shinobi. But he's not number one. No, it gets worse. Number 3, we have Super Armor Shugoki. Yes. Oh, yeah. More super armor. So this guy had hyper armor innate. Like, he had hyper armor just from spawn. Not doing any attack. Just walking. Yeah, just walking. He had hyper armor. He had 40 to 50 damage heavies. And that was just crazy. I know what it sounds like damn, he's got a 40 damage heavy, like some of these newer For Honor players. Yes, pre-CCU was a whole different beast, man. It was bad. All right, pre-CCU was different. You just had to be built different to play that, because getting hit with a 40 to 50 damage mix-up, and you got to decide to parry that or get hugged. Ooh, we ain't get to the hug yet. That's the good part. We have a soft feintable hug. Yeah, soft feintable. So you can decide if you parry this 40 to 50 damage unblockable, or you're gonna get soft feinted hug. And if he's low health, it will one-shot you no matter what state you were. You heard me right. You think Sohei is wrong? This guy, he doesn't require any souls. If he's low health and he hugs you, you're one-shotted. It doesn't matter if you're in revenge, what buff you have. I think that the actual number decoded in was 9,999 damage. That's practically 10,000 damage. There's nothing in the game that can save you. So basically, when he's ready to get rid of you, you better be looking. If it's in force, oh, you're cooked. Ha! You're cooked. Put the control down. You better not let him be one shot. Ooh, don't let him be one shot. Because you know if he gets a light parry, you know he's just gonna throw it. It's over, right? Like, you know it's over, right? Okay. Oh, you're getting ganked? Oh, you try to parry something and he hugged you? Yeah, it's over with. It's over with. So on top of that, he also had a massive health pool. And back then in the game, the renown system was a lot different. So he got a lot of his feats. We're not even gonna go into feats. The feats were completely different back in the day. He had it, pretty much everything was a little bit different. He got renown as a heavy just for being on the point. So just for him being on the point, boosting in and defending himself and playing on the point, they typically got a lot of points, especially the heavier characters. Now it's kind of even, but back in the day, the heavier characters, they always had fucking renown. They always got their feats early. So you going against this guy with no feats, like it was a nightmare. Like it was a nightmare. So that guy he was a bad guy. I'm not even gonna talk about the super armor goddamn run where it automatically pushes everybody out of the way. So if you're on a ledge, you can't knock him out of it. He's just gonna run past you and knock you off. So that's a whole different story. But now we're getting into the juicy things. And we're getting to the juicy thing because now number 2, everybody's favorite, revenge attack Zerk. Man, the revenge build Zerk was just a different beast. He literally like, it wasn't even a character anymore. Like it wasn't even like you were playing Berserker. No, you were playing revenge. Like you literally bro, I kid you not. Like when you played Zerk, it wasn't to play the actual character. It was just to run around while in revenge as much as possible, because that's how the builds work. Like no one ran a Zerk build other than revenge. Why else would you do that, you know? So he also is like the single-handed reason the entire old building system is gone off of the face of the earth. Like we literally don't even use the old like gear perk system because of Zerk. He's the reason we have this whole other system right now. He is just also a single-handedly responsible of changing the entire revenge system. Like he has affected the game. That character has affected the game. Instead of changing how the point system works and all that stuff, they said, fuck it, we just gonna have to get rid of this shit because this guy he's fucking too much. Basically what it was is they put on a Zerk, and back in the day, you used to be able to choose the different gear perks, the gear stats, and you can build to get more revenge, do more revenge attacks, do more, have like better defense while in revenge. You can change how long the duration you were in revenge. Like, there was a lot of different builds that you can do with revenge. It kind of threw up here and there what you want to do. Some people like more damage in revenge, some people prefer more longer, but generally the consensus was you want to have a shorter duration so you can pop it, do your damage, get the extra buff, take it off, don't take all your damage while in revenge, and then pop it again. So you want to keep a lower duration, have a higher attack, higher defense, and basically, yeah, that was generally what the sweatier guys were doing, just having a low duration, quote unquote. But yeah, that was bad. But if you're a veteran, you know who's next. You already know. Number one, Cutscene Centurion. You know it had to be him. You know it had to be Cutscene Centurion. Cutscene Centurion is probably the number one character responsible for how the entire game is played right now. He is single-handedly responsible for giving players PTSD from just getting the fuck off of the wall. Like if you play the game, you can probably looking into your clips. If you get somebody by the wall, notice how every single player dodges away from the wall. Even if you don't have a wall splat. I'm playing Shinobi. Why are you going away from the wall? I don't have a wall splat. There's nothing to be feared of. No, you're just running from the wall because of Centurion. Like, he's changed the way players think. He is the biggest reason of why certain hit stuns happen because of him. They change how the hit stuns operate because of this broken ass character. It was just so bad. He is probably the main reason we are in a CCU, period. Him and a couple other characters, but he is probably the biggest reason we have a CCU now, because that character did so much damage. I mean, man, bro, he just got so much guaranteed damage off of just a parry or off of just a guard break. Just if you were by that wall, man, dude, like, that fucking wall was dangerous, dude. That wall was dangerous, dude. Like, I kid you not. I think this is the point where I realized, like, this game is a different beast. I came from playing fighting games. I came from playing other games competitively. But when I ran into this guy and I touched that wall for the first time, bro, it was not fun. It was literally like, you might as well just, once you get guard broken and you didn't do it, you know, we're all on old gem at this point, by the way. So don't think, oh, I was reacting to, no, you weren't. Shut up. No, you weren't. You're probably a good player now, but you were not reacting to all that shit like you're doing now. Like we're all on old gen on 30 frames per second. We were not no reaction beast like that. So when all this shit was happening and all these mixes, especially because he's still a new character, like, bro, he got you and he put you on that wall. You might as well just put the control down, sit back and grab popcorn and watch the movie, because you're not going to be able to do anything. It was just ass whooping after heavy, after full charge. And then it's just like, bro, like, you got to remember at this time too, this is, like I said, pre-CCU. All of these heavies is like 35 to 40 damage, bro. Like, as a Shinobi, I only had 90 health, bro. I got two hitted by any heavy, any character in the game. Two heavies and I'm done. So me playing Shinobi primarily, he does this combo one time, it's over. Like, it's done, over with. Like, this character, like, you can ask any For Honor player. Like, if you didn't come up in this time, like, you dodged a bullet. I don't want to hear shit about nobody saying they were struggling playing this game, man. But that's my list. That's my top 5, man. What do you guys think? There were a couple characters I debated about putting in here, but to me, these were definitely by far the strongest versions of any characters I've ever seen in this game. Tell me what you guys think down below, man. What are your guys' top 5 strongest hero versions in For Honor history, man? I don't wrap it up for you, man. I don't script it for you. I'm gonna get it shoot to you raw. Thank y'all for coming out.